I have a Burnham Sin 5 LNC LE2 gas heater. The pilot light appears to be off. No heat is coming. I need detailed instructions on turning the pilot light back on.
Do you have electronic ignition? If you don't know, look at the gas control valve. If you can light the pilot manually, not electronic ignition, then the dial on the valve will have on, off and pilot as indicators.
I will take a picture, hold on.
Okay, you can light this pilot with a match or grill lighter. Lift the small panel above the burners up off their tabs. It looks like there might be a Phillips screw in the middle of the panel holding it in place. So you'll have to remove that screw if the panel won't come off. Be careful not to disconnect the wires to the sensor on the right side. Then turn the dial so pilot lines up with the indicator, light your match, then push the red button down and hold it down while you put the match to the pilot burner, at the end of the small silver tubing. Hold the dial down for at least a minute or more. Then release the dial. If the pilot stays lit, then put the panel back, then turn the dial to on. If the pilot doesn't stay lit, then the thermocouple, the flame sensor in the pilot flame, probably needs to be replaced.
Okay, I removed the screw in the small panel. I read somewhere I'm supposed to leave on off for 5 minutes to remove any gases, correct? Also, when lighting the pilot light, the boiler needs to be on and the gas lines need to be on, right? Also, I read to keep the thermostat on the lowest possible temperature to prevent the thermostat from trying to start the heater. Correct?
It's been a lot more than 5 minutes if your pilot is out. Yes, you need to leave the gas on and the heater won't come on until you turn the dial to on, which is why I told you to put the panel back on first.
Okay, I got the pilot light but and held it for a minute, but it doesn't stay on.
Then the thermocouple needs to be replaced. This probably isn't a good DIY project for you. Try it one more time, this time hold it down longer. If it still doesn't stay lit, you'll probably have to call a plumber.
Same results. Can you recommend a replacement thermocouple? Will below link work? http://www.homedepot.com/p/honeywell24 and universal gas thermocouple CQ100A 1013/2022164663.
That one will work.
Okay, great. Please correct my steps below. Turn power off boiler. Turn gas line to off. Remove one end of couple from the gray block which has the on/off/pilot switch. Remove the 2 screws and remove the pilot burner and thermocouple bracket out. Install new thermocouple and screw back in. Turn gas line on. Turn boiler power on. Put in pilot mode and light pilot light. Turn dial to on position. Turn the thermostat to high temp to kick start the heater. Is this correct?
Turn the dial on the gas valve to off. No need to turn the power off. No need to remove the pilot burner. Much easier to pull out the burner tube it's connected to. You'll also have to disconnect the aluminum pilot tubing as well. Note the position, how much is exposed, of the thermocouple when you remove the old one. You only want the top 1/3 of the tip in the flame. Also be careful to not cross-thread either the tubing fitting or the thermocouple connection when you screw them into the gas valve. The rest of your process is okay.
All done, thanks. A follow-up question. When the heat comes on something, I hear the pipes banging like someone is hitting them with a hammer, and other times a few other weird noises. What do you think is the cause?
It's live steam running into trapped condensate, steam turned back to liquid water. It happens when the piping is not properly pitched/sloped, so the condensate will drain back to the boiler.
How can I stop this?
You can rehang the pipe. The high point of the main is at the boiler, then it should slope down as it travels around the basement until it gets back to the boiler. All the branches must slope up away from the main. You'll have to put a level on all the piping.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/YTHI.